When we talk about artificial intelligence today, we are usually talking about massive, cloud-based deep learning models. These systems seem invisible and instantaneous to the end user, but they are anchored to colossal, warehouse-scale server farms pulling gigawatts of electricity. This massive physical footprint is a direct result of the math required to build them. Traditional neural networks update millions or billions of parameters using high-precision floating-point arithmetic and dense matrix multiplications, a heavy computational process. Running those calculations over and over to train a model takes an enormous energy toll. Every time the network adjusts its weights to learn a pattern, the processors must run countless floating-point operations, drawing heavy amounts of power. While these networks are highly capable at identifying patterns and generating text, their basic mathematical architecture chains them permanently to the heavy, energy-hungry infrastructure of the modern data center. This creates a problem when we try to move AI out of the server farm and onto what engineers call the edge. The edge means decentralized hardware, like wearable medical monitors, industrial factory sensors, and tiny microcontrollers. These devices operate on strict physical constraints. If you try to squeeze a standard neural network onto a battery-powered sensor, the floating-point math instantly drains the battery or immediately overloads the device's limited memory. To make machine learning sustainable and deployable everywhere, we have to rethink the math itself. Instead of relying on heavy multiplication, researchers are rebuilding artificial intelligence using the simplest rules of pure logic. Moving away from continuous variables to logic-based computing offers a way to bypass the power grid entirely, bringing intelligence directly to the tiniest devices. This is the premise of the Tsetlin machine. It is an artificial intelligence framework that throws out floating-point arithmetic entirely. Instead, it operates using propositional logic, evaluating data through simple true or false operators like and, or, and not. The core learning unit behind this process is called a Tsetlin automaton. It is a simple mechanism that acts like a tiny decision maker, maintaining a single integer for its memory. When the automaton makes a good decision based on the data, it gets a reward. When it makes a mistake, it gets a penalty. Instead of complex equations, it simply counts up or down across a fixed number of states. Individual automata then connect into collectives, grouping specific features into basic readable rules like, if A and B are true, then the answer is C. Because these are native bitwise operations, the native language of computer hardware, they process almost instantly. The system learns efficiently, and the final rules it creates are completely transparent, allowing a human to read exactly why the machine made a decision. However, early versions of the Tsetlin machine ran into a structural roadblock when faced with the messy, variable data of the real world. The original design relied on strict all-or-nothing evaluations. For a logical clause to cast a vote and identify a pattern, every single condition had to be met. If even a single piece of noise caused one variable to fail, the entire clause was disqualified. To maintain accuracy, developers instantiated thousands of separate clauses for every category, brute-forcing coverage by generating distinct clauses for every slight variation. This massive redundancy required significant memory to store the states of all those automata. The system hit a strict memory bottleneck, constraining these early models to small-scale datasets and severely limiting their use on small edge devices. To resolve this, researchers introduced an algorithmic refinement known as the fuzzy pattern Tsetlin machine. They applied a mathematical relaxation to the strict binary logic, creating what they call structured softness. Now, if a few variables fail to match the input perfectly, the clause doesn't shut down. Instead, it contributes a fractional vote. This flexibility allows a single fuzzy clause to absorb natural data noise, collapsing those thousands of redundant clauses into a single adaptable unit. This single algorithmic shift eliminates the memory bottleneck. The model becomes exceptionally dense, requiring vastly fewer resources to achieve the exact same accuracy. The contraction is massive. Depending on the task, the fuzzy pattern architecture reduces the required number of clauses by 50 to 400 times compared to early Tsetlin models. This means an entire, fully functional machine learning model can now be stored within just 50 kilobytes of memory. At that size, both training and inference can happen directly on standard off-the-shelf microcontrollers. A sensor in the field no longer needs to send its data to a cloud server to figure out what it's looking at. It can do the logical reasoning locally. By shedding the weight of floating point math, logic-based AI operates completely independently on microscopic hardware. When these logic models are etched directly into custom silicon chips, the performance scales even further. Fully digital Tsetlin accelerators have been clocked delivering over 60,000 image classifications per second. This chart shows exactly what that efficiency looks like. An application-specific Tsetlin chip can perform a classification using only 8.6 nanojoules of energy, a tiny fraction of the power consumed by standard neural network architectures. It achieves this speed and efficiency without sacrificing accuracy, and it still outputs its decisions as transparent, auditable, and rules that doctors, engineers, and regulators can verify. As computation demands continue to grow, scaling artificial intelligence everywhere won't mean building larger power plants to support heavier math. It means returning to the highly efficient, sustainable, and interpretable foundation of pure logic.